Welcome to Sikbaggers YouTube channel. I'm Steve, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to install the CIRO LED lighted Fang headlight bezel for the Road Glide. This is going to be the second video on the Road Glide project, guys, and I'm pretty excited to get this on because if you've watched any of our videos in the past, you'll know that we did the CIRO Fang headlight bezel for the Street Glide. We have a video for that, so if you want to check that out, check the description down below and it'll send you right over to that video if you have a Street Glide and you want to get this set up. Probably one of my favorite things for the Street Glide was the Fang LED headlight bezel. That thing really cleans up the front of the bike, and I love the added bright white lights that are in there. So no big shocker, when we started the Road Glide project back here, this was one of the things that I was absolutely going to get for the Road Glide. So what you're going to get in the box are these LED lights that go on both sides of the headlight assembly. Pretty easy install, guys. They just screw in, they just replace the ones that are already in there. They have the exact same shape of the little fins that are in there now. You take those out, you put these in. Integrated wiring, waterproof, all that good stuff, all high quality stuff from CIRO as usual. This has a black bezel on it, guys. The front of that Road Glide is all black. You can get these in chrome if you want to add the chrome to it, but with this bike we're going to be blacking it out, so there was no question that I was going to get the black ones to go in there. Plus it just kind of blends right into the front and just looks really good. As usual, you're going to get a little bag of zip ties, and as well as the full color instructions, front and back. Easy walkthrough, guys. If you've never done this before, it actually shows you how to take your fairing off, all that good stuff. But I'm going to show you how to do that stuff today. So let's get the camera over here and get this thing tore apart. So the first thing we need to do is get this outer fairing off so we can get to the wiring and get these things plugged in. I like to lay a couple of blankets out for the fairing in the windshield, or a table or something that you can put these on to keep them protected. Make sure that you protect your front fender with a nice blanket or towel or something in case something drops onto your fender. But basically, to get the outer fairing off, it's pretty simple. We're going to start right here by removing these 4 screws. Once you get the windshield off, you should be able to pull right up on this and disconnect this. Just pops out, pull it forward and remove it. Same thing with your vent. You're going to have 2 pins that push in straight down, so you can just grab somewhere in here, open your vent, pull the side. I put my finger in here, pull straight up on it. And then you're going to do the same thing on this side. You're going to remove the vent. So from here we want to disconnect the wiring that goes down to our blinkers. This is actually the same place we're going to hook these new lights into. So you just disconnect one on each side, push in the little clip and pull it out. So we can just push those off to the side right now. So there's a couple of ways to get your speaker grills out, guys. There's 2 hidden bolts, one on each side behind your speaker grill. You can go from the front side with a plastic pry tool and get in between the grill and the inner fairing and pry up and pop it out. Or you can just stick your hand right down in here. You'll see the top clip right there. If you just put your finger on the back of that and push it, it'll push it out. And then you can grab it from the front and start prying it out with your fingers. Now we'll do the same thing on this side. To get this speaker grill out, reach straight down in, push on the back of that clip. Then you can come around to the front and you can pull this out like this, work your way down to the other one, pop it up, and then pull it out just like that. So right here's that hidden bolt. You've got one over here and you've got one over there. I'll go ahead and loosen these, but I will not remove them. Now on each side of the bike, on the blinker assembly, you're going to have a bolt right here. That's the bottom fairing bolt. When you take this off, your blinker will still be attached to the fairing, so don't worry about this dropping. You're just going to remove this bolt on both sides. Now from there, you're going to have a wing on both sides of the bottom of the inner fairing. You're going to have 2 bolts in there. Go ahead and remove those on both sides. Now your outer fairing is ready to come off, aside from the 2 bolts that we left loose underneath your speaker grill on both sides. So I can just hold my hand on the front of this, hold the fairing on, go ahead and unscrew those with my fingers, and we'll do that on both sides, and then the fairing will be ready to come off. Now you can just tilt the fairing forward and pull it off the bike. So from here, you just want to remove your stock plastic trim pieces. There's one on each side of the headlight. There's a bolt on top, a bolt on bottom on both of these. So just go ahead and remove those. Hey, I just want to take a quick second to tell everybody thank you for subscribing to the channel and checking out our videos. Guys, the channel's growing like crazy and we appreciate the hell out of it. Always free videos, all of the time. We don't charge you for videos. We don't do Patreon. We don't ask for donations. None of that stuff. Always free videos all the time. Maintenance, how-tos, product reviews, all that stuff is on our channel. If you haven't already, check out the whole channel. A plethora of bagger related videos on there. You can also find Sick Baggers over on Instagram and on Facebook. If you check us out over on Facebook, you can get a hold of some bagger swag. We do the t-shirts over on the Facebook side. We do a pre-order a couple of times a year. We get everybody's t-shirts out. So find SIK Baggers over on Facebook, ask to join, and we'll get you hooked up.
Back to the video.
Now we have the replacement light from CIRO, and it's pre-wired, like I said. And you'll notice the end of this. It's going to have 2 plugs on it. But if you notice on the wires, you can see that it has a male and a female end. So this is just kind of an inline connection. There's nothing really special that you have to do. Just plug it in, put your fairing back on, plug it into the other end where we disconnected it before we took the fairing off. Right here at the top of the light, you're going to have this pin, just like your stock one. It goes right here in this hole. So you're just going to place that up, make sure your wire's on top, put that pin in that hole, and then your bolt holes will line right up, right here and right here. Go ahead and get those started. You're gonna take your other one the exact same way, wire on top, pin in the vent hole, line it up, get your screws started. So from there, you just take a couple of the provided zip ties that CIRO sends you. They send you plenty. I'm just going to take this wire, route it up here. I'm probably just only going to zip tie it off one time, right here on each side. Now you've got your wires back up here at the top, so when you put your fairing back on, it's still easy to access. So from here, you're going to take the male end of the CIRO plug and plug it into the female end of the harness on the bike. Just like that. Make sure you hear the click so you know that it's connected. Now that all that's done, guys, we can put our outer fairing back on. So I'm going to speed this up, put it back on the exact same way that we took it off. Pretty simple. Now from here, we just want to go ahead and plug our lights back in. Make sure you have the clips going the right way. Listen for the click. You know it's connected. Same thing on this side. From here, we can go ahead and put our speaker grills back in. Same way you took them out. Slide it in, line up the clips, push it in. Gonna put our vent in first right here on the back. These are the clips that we pulled out. Those line up right with the bracket that goes across the top of your stock radio. There's a slot here and a slot here. So basically you just want to tuck this front edge right here, get your clips lined up, and then push straight down. Your vent cover has these little pins on the back side too, and those all line up with holes. So you want to just tuck the front again, get those lined up, and push them in. Now it should lay flat right up against your windshield bolts. Get our windshield on and go ahead and hand start these windshield screws. So that's pretty much it right there, guys. Very, very easy install. Like I said, if you've never done this before, you can watch this video and follow along step by step, or you can just follow along with the directions that are included with the product. CIRO has always been great about their directions. They're very easy to read, very easy to follow along, and with pictures, so you really can't mess that up. And once you have it installed, you've got this nice bright white clean light on the front with additional blinkers as well for the Road Glide, which is pretty cool. Now eventually we'll go ahead and replace everything LED on this bike, just like we did the Street Glide, guys. I'm a big LED fan. The bright white light is much needed on these motorcycles. Like we talked about it in other videos, it's not that you can't see the LEDs at night. Everybody can see LEDs at night. Everybody can see halogen bulbs at night. It's during the day that you needed the bright white lights added to your motorcycle. It's a safety thing. You've got a very small footprint coming down the road, and you've got these couple of little amber blinkers on each side and a headlight, and that's pretty much all you have. So adding the additional bright white LEDs to the front and rear of the motorcycle is always a great upgrade. It's always a good idea. It's well worth the money, guys. I guarantee you the LED lights on that Street Glide have saved my butt more than once. So if you want to get your hands on a set of these, guys, the link will be down in the description. If you're on your phone, you may have to click the little arrow on the side to open the description. Make sure that you get in there, get the link. It'll take you straight to CIRO. It'll take you straight to the product. Like I said, they do sell these in chrome and they sell them in black. While you're over there on the CIRO website, check out the rest of the website, guys. They got a ton of stuff. Check out our YouTube channel. All of the things that we'd put on our Street Glide from CIRO, and now including the Road Glide project, which I'm pretty happy to be doing that in CIRO as well. All of that stuff will be in a playlist down below, and you can just click that and it'll show you the different things. You can watch the different videos, and of course in each one of those descriptions as well, there will be a link in the bottom that'll take you straight over to their website, straight to the product, so you can pick the right product for your motorcycle. We've got a lot of stuff coming up for the Road Glide project over here, so stay tuned for those. If this video helped you, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos, go over, hit that subscribe button, guys. That's what keeps this channel growing and gets us out here to make more videos for you. Me and my family appreciate the hell out of every one of you guys. I'm gonna get out of here and get back to work. And until the next video, as always, be safe and keep your knees in the breeze.